Hello dear traders, my name is Екатерina Gorbatenko and you are watching the daily trading plan for the 15th of April by FBS. Let's consider the economic calendar. The most important event for today is the release of the Business Outlook survey by the Bank of Canada at 17:30 MetaTrader time. If it contains some hawkish hints on the current economic outlook by the bank, the Canadian dollar will be supported. This weekend brought us some bearish news for the oil market. According to Russian Finance Minister Anton Siluanov, Russia and OPEC may decide to boost production to fight for market share with the United States. Weakening oil prices may pull the Canadian dollar down. Now let's look at the charts. And first, let's consider the daily chart of WTI. We can see that the price for WTI tested the weekly pivot resistance at 64.61 and fell below the weekly pivot support at 63.86 on Friday. At the moment, bulls are trying to restore their positions. If they gain strength, they may test the resistance at 63.86. If this level is broken, the next resistance for WTI will lie at 64.61. Otherwise, if bears dominate in the market, the price for WTI will slide towards the support at the weekly pivot at 62.96 and the next support will lie at 62.21. If we look at indicators, parabolic SAR shows the upward movement here and RSI is placed close to the overbought zone. If it enters this zone and then leaves it, it may provide us a selling opportunity. Now let's look at the daily chart for Brent. We can see that at the moment bears are testing the weekly pivot support at 71.20. If bearish pressure increases, they may break this level and pull the price for Brent even lower to the support at 70.54. Otherwise, if bulls take over the market or more positive news on the production cut are released, bulls will push the price for Brent back towards the resistance at 71.75, and the next key level for Brent lies at 72.11, which is a weekly pivot resistance. If we look at indicators here, parabolic SAR also shows the upward movement. ADX shows the overheated conditions of the market, and RSI is placed in the overbought zone. If it leaves this zone, it may signal a selling opportunity. Now let's look at the daily chart of the USD-CAD pair. We can see that the pair has been trading sideways and the 100-day simple moving average has been acting as a support for the pair during the last couple of days. If the Canadian dollar is supported today, bears will try to pull the pair towards the support at 132.72. Otherwise, if the Canadian dollar weakens, the pair may rise above the weekly central pivot at 133.34, and the next resistance for the pair will lie at 133.84. If we look at indicators here, parabolic SAR shows the upward movement for the pair. Now let's consider the 4-hour chart. We can see that the pair is currently trying to stick above the weekly pivot at 133.34. If bulls continue to push the pair up, they will face with the resistance at 133.50. The next resistance for the pair lies at 133.67. Otherwise, if the Canadian dollar is supported today, the pair will slide below the 133.34 level towards the support at 133.18. If this level is broken, the next key level for the pair is placed at 133. Here, if we look at indicators, we can see that ADX shows the strength of bears. Thank you for your attention. Follow FBS for more analytics.